Welcome back, dear viewers. Fitness doesn't always have to mean following the conventional path. For some, it becomes an entire lifestyle and a different way of thinking about movement, health, and our connection with our bodies. Joining us today to share his perspective is pal Sebestyen, fitness coach. Welcome to the show, Mr. Pal.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, I have to address this. You look very charming in our traditional clothes, and we are so proud in seeing you in it.
MashaAllah.
MashaAllah, we love it. Yeah, it's very
I love it. It's nice. It's comfortable.
Yeah. Right?
It's actually really nice. Like I prefer this than suit.
Exactly.
To be honest with you.
And you look like you have experience. You've been wearing it
I have
for a while. Yeah.
Shway, yes.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Well, we'll get right to it, sir. And I'd like to ask you first and foremost, do you see yourself as someone starting a trend, or are you simply living the way that feels natural to you, please?
This whole barefoot thing started just like very natural, you know. I wake up in the morning, I had a client and they decided to run a 5K. I used to do Ironman, I used to do triathlon. So I said, I'm willing to do the 5K with you, but honestly, it wasn't too much of a challenge for me. So I thought, as I'm already wearing barefoot shoe for the past 3 years before this race, before this event.
Right.
So I decided, why not? I'm just gonna run with barefoot. And I actually asked him, do you mind? As a Kuwaiti guy, I really need to be, you know, aware that he's okay with that. I said, halfway through, I want to remove my shoe. I just want to see how does it feel between barefoot shoe and fully barefoot. And he said, I don't mind, do whatever you like. So that was the first.
Was it a noticeable difference when you did that?
To be honest, compared the shoe I wear, on the everyday basis, it wasn't. It actually felt like just like a normal, you know, barefoot shoe. It was not much different. Obviously, you're more exposed to things on the ground, but I was really surprised that it was just about the same, you know.
Yeah. What's one thing you've, let's say, changed about yourself through your fitness journey?
One thing I changed about my fitness journey, it's changing every day, you know. Because I started this 16 years ago. I've been a personal trainer for 16 years. I used to work in London. Then 2015, I moved to Kuwait. And as everything, if you look at nutrition, for example, it's changing every day. If we go back 10 years ago, we've been told something is good. We followed that. Then it turned out with more researchers that it's not accurate anymore. It's kind of very similar with fitness. So I would say, just answering your question short, it's an everyday change. It's an everyday change. New things comes in. Clients are different. You know, you have to tailor that specific workout to that actual client. So it's changing every day.
Is it fair to say that is also one of the most challenging parts, adapting? Because as you mentioned, you know, trends change, science improves, accumulates, changes its mind sometimes, right? We see that a lot, you're right. And is that hard to unlearn something that was foolproof in the beginning? Science said, this is it, and then all of a sudden they go opposite direction.
To be honest, when you start as a personal trainer, you go with your fresh knowledge, which is based on that up-to-date information, basics as well. So this is just continuously changing,
evolving.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Now back to the barefoot that you mentioned. What's the most challenging place you've gone barefoot in Kuwait?
It's challenging everywhere.
Why is that?
It is challenging everywhere. If I would probably pick one that 1 month ago, I tried how long I can stand barefoot on the concrete. It was under a minute. I actually had a little burn. Sorry?
In July?
Yes.
This is the hottest maybe month in Kuwait.
Yes, my friends they said different.
Yeah.
They didn't say this is the hottest. They said you're crazy. I wanted to try, and of course followers asking me, you should do this in July, you should do this in August, And it's nothing. You do it, you're done, you finish. I'm not going to do it again because it was really hot. It was really, really hot.
I always say, you know, Kuwait's heat demands respect sometimes, you know, because it is truly hot, and it's amazing that you even did such a thing. Of course,
I had to try.
Yeah,
I own this to people.
Yeah.
I really had to.
So, what's one simple thing people can do to improve their strength, mobility, or balance without needing a gym, please?
It's actually, I think, where we're shifting away from this gym because the problem, I would say, in the world, it's more serious than we should think of only gyms. You know, we got to be very creative. We have to find a way to move. I'm usually talking to 80–90% of the people. I'm not really focusing on those people in my life who actually already into fitness. I'm talking to those people who need to stand up from their douanier and start to do some kind of you know, some kind of movement. So anything you can do just to keep yourself active, just to keep yourself fit. I strongly believe that's the way that you should do something you like. And I think this is the key words here, that you should look for something you like, you truly enjoy, because that will stay with you. We can, let's pick tennis, for example. If you like playing tennis, me as a personal trainer, why would I force you to do something else? But I can tell you, you play tennis, but how about if you want to be better in tennis? I can get you better, but we need to do squats. We need to do pull downs. We need to focus on certain exercises, which you will never do if you only play the tennis. So these kind of additions also really important. But again, you have to do things you really like, you really enjoy, because as my experience says, that stick with you on the long run. And I want people to do something what they enjoy, because I know after years later I can go back to my client, and if he really liked jumping jacks, let's bring this example. He will be doing jumping jacks after 5 years. I leave Kuwait, I come back. Are you still doing jumping jacks? Yeah, because I love it.
Yeah, exactly. That's very well said, of course. Now, earlier you touched on something with the people's reactions. So what was the reaction from people around you when you first started?
He's crazy.
How so?
He is crazy. It was very, very strange to see. And a lot of people thought that, I've been doing this for years and I'm really, always walking around barefoot. And as I said to you before, it started in October. I did the race, I liked it. I've been wearing barefoot shoe for a long time, so I started to do more and more and more and more and more. And people started to get used to this. They seen me here, they seen me there. Obviously, you're never gonna get just a positive feedback. You will get all kind of feedbacks. But when someone says that, be careful, I get that. But you're gonna hurt yourself. Okay, but how the whole thing started is I see people watch and people see this, and I strongly believe if I can run through Jabber Bridge 10K barefoot, that is very catchy for that 90% I want to move, the 90% of the people, I want them to get out of their chair and do something, be active. It was very catchy for them, and it was easier to remember, that I saw this guy. It was crazy, but come on, he's done this. I'm just gonna go home and talk to Baba. And I tell Baba, who is 60 years old, Baba, look, I see this guy.
It's interesting.
You should do 500 steps a day. I'm not asking people to go barefoot. I'm not asking people to do triathlon, to do all this kind of races. No, I'm just asking people to, please, if that's the camera, here the camera, please stand up,
Look down
that's
the barrel,
the
down the barrel of that camera and tell them.
Okay,
yeah,
please.
Yeah.
Is it good, right?
Yeah,
this
it's
one.
good, yeah.
Please stand up and do something. Start with little, and then with time, you can improve, you can get better. And one day you might end up in a gym lifting heavy weights. You know?
Yeah, that's a great message. We appreciate that for our dear viewers. Now, you touched also on, I'd like you to expand on your demographic. Do the ages range? Do they have different reactions?
Yes, of course, younger
yeah.
generation. Oh my God, this is so cool.
Yeah.
I'm 45 years old. My generation is probably the most like, they like it or they don't like it.
Yeah.
And then, you know what? Once you get to the older generation, they actually come back and they say that, but we used to do it. We used to do it. We went to desert. We were barefoot.
Active.
We were barefoot in the house as well.
Yeah.
So they can relate easier. It's our generation, probably the one. Our age is probably the one who is a little bit liking it, a little bit not.
Right. So the next question then is more introspective. What have you learned about yourself from choosing a lifestyle that doesn't necessarily follow the norm? Please.
I never follow the norm. Like now you see me, this beautiful, nice Tijdache. I just picked it up from the laundry.
Highly appreciated.
Really?
By the way. Yes, yes. Very charming man, mashallah. Yes.
Thank you so much.
And I'm sure our dear viewers will appreciate it too.
I go to many douaniers wearing this. Yes,
okay,
yes, yes, of course.
Good, that's good. You've engulfed yourself.
So it was not a special day today where I went to Old Souk Mubarakia, tailored one, and it's my first time. You know, you helped me to do the Gitra.
Yeah, you shared that. Yeah.
I think after this time, next time I will do it myself. I'm pretty sure.
One step at a time,
I can do it.
Yeah, and if you need tips, I'm always also
at
your service, inshallah.
That's great.
So shifting gears, sir. If tomorrow, you had to choose between what you're doing now, to rephrase the question, I'd like to ask you, is the barefoot thing, right? Do you feel it might overshadow sometimes all the other things that you are doing?
No, it will not, because it is an addition to my life. I'm not an orthopedic doctor, I've never sat with anyone talking deeply into what's the real benefits of this. I can only tell you, of course I have some knowledge about it, yes, but I can tell you honestly what I feel and what I know. And from very early ages, we were given shoes. We're wearing shoes from age 2, 1, 3, and the feet eventually gets weaker and weaker and weaker. And I see this every day when I see my clients now, 40, 50 years of age, and he comes to me and he shows me the most beautiful, the most fancy running shoe, like this is like running on the clouds. Yes, but the real problem, unfortunately, that you have a knee pain. It's not getting fixed here. It's just getting pushed away.
Swept under the rug, basically.
Yes, and eventually it will come back. It will come back, because you're not going to be wearing that shoe all the time. Yeah. So I like people to take some away from it, and with time, slowly try to be barefoot, at least at home. If you like it, if it's comfortable, get a barefoot shoe. Try once a week, twice a week. Eventually, your body, your feet will wake up, and you will get stronger and stronger and stronger on your foot, because these muscles are actually switched off. Yeah. But again, if someone has some kind of feet issues, knee issues, lower back problems, go to your doctor first and then listen my advice.
Of course, yes.
Definitely, it's a really important one.
Well said, well said. Well,
doctor is the number one.
Exactly. We do have to pause there, but stay with us, please. We are having a lot of fun in this interview, but we do have to show this interview, dear viewers. As usual, everyone behind the scenes have been working very diligently to bring you the best content, and with that, they have prepared this report. Let's watch it together, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned. Welcome back, dear viewers. If you're just tuning in, you're watching Hala Kuwait on KTV2, the family channel. And I'm pleased to be joined once again by our distinguished guest in the studio, Mr. Pal Sebestyen, content creator and fitness coach. Now, sir, we'd like to move on to the next question, which is, you know, the trends we see on social media or what may be it. What's one popular fitness trend you don't agree with?
Oh, that's might gonna hurt some people, but as again, you know, you asked me this question,
Yep.
so I like to be very honest and straightforward with my opinion.
Please.
As in from my experience, I have too many clients came to me leaving CrossFit types of exercises, CrossFit types of group classes. So let's not just call it as a CrossFit. Let me be very nice here.
Okay.
Because they get injured. You know, that's probably one. And let's be honest, CrossFit it's maybe still in the trend. We like to go there because it's delivering. If you do it correctly, it's delivering quicker results. That's what most people believe. But honestly, it's a very hard and it's a big kind of circuit workout that if you're not ready with those specific exercises which involved high rocks, CrossFit, you can get hurt. And if I'm the guy sitting here 45 years old and I've never done any workout in my life and my friend tells me that, you know, come, let's do this class, this is really good, I lost 10 kilos. He might lost, but I might hurt myself. You know, I can hurt myself badly because me as a personal trainer sometimes takes me very long time to teach a client to those proper, you know, proper techniques, proper deadlifts, because we sit most of the day, we scroll, arch back, you know, so these specific exercises takes long time. Now in these classes, this is brought together all. Because if you do them very well, they deliver, definitely, they deliver. You're gonna be losing weight. But we don't wanna go to another step, which is stressing out our body. It does. And if your work is full of stress, at home you have problem with wife, with kids, with work, with whatever, this kind of class is definitely not the most suitable class for you. I would definitely prefer a nice, slow, heavy weightlifting for people. This is one. Do you want me to list more?
Yes, please, and by the way, I appreciate how diplomatic you are being about it. Yeah, it's very good.
And for the second part, again, we'll start it in a very nice way, okay?
Right.
I believe Pilates and yoga, it's a really, really good exercise to distress your body, help you with breathing, you know, move your body all around, especially Pilates, those muscles you've never moved. You cannot really work on those specific areas when you lift weights. So they are amazing. But this is where the trend part comes here, that some people say that this is going to change your life. Like yoga, 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 or Pilates, Pilates, Pilates. If I want to put together a week schedule for an average person, would I include one yoga or one Pilates a week? Definitely yes. Great. I would put one. I would also probably add one swimming.
Right.
I think swimming is amazing.
It is.
And let me put it in the range of age 25 to 65 now. We're talking about the big amount of people here.
Yes.
Then I would go for weightlifting. And this is because of the majority of the people lifestyle now is too busy, we're scrolling, we're working hard, a lot of stress happening all day long. So the slow, heavy weightlifting is very beneficial. Yoga, Pilates will stretch you out. So now, if you're a yoga teacher, it's good, it's great. So I just want to leave this message. And then once you get better, CrossFitters, yes, do 1 a week CrossFit as well.
So the broader message here is maybe it's not as efficient especially like with the CrossFitter you mentioned. So you might get results, but it's not the most efficient way, and maybe you are prone to injuries if you do it. Is that fair to say?
You're right.
Is
yes.
that, yeah?
Yes. I'm having. I've been having so many clients come to me in the past, here in London before. They get injured with CrossFit because they want to get in, and this is the best way to get in fully. But are you ready for this? No, and nothing to blame of a coach, because he's delivering this class for 10, 20, 30 people, sometimes even more. You cannot watch these people, but because the complexity of the exercises, it's difficult. So you watch the one next to you. If he does it wrong, you're going to do it wrong because you're new to this, and you get injured. So it's a little bit on the difficult side, but again, you're moving.
Exactly.
So it's a good thing that you start with something, but just be very careful with these kind of group classes, trends. Yes.
Well said, and it's true. You know, sometimes social media trends they tend to overcomplicate, as you mentioned. You know, which is something you have simplified. And I believe that is the purest form. So thank you for that answer. But now we move on to those people that, you know, are on a journey of fitness and they keep starting and quitting, and quitting. What do you have to say about that?
I love this subject because we're actually starting to talk about, again, of the, unfortunately, majority of the people.
Yeah.
Because we have to be real, you know. This is what's happening. I see this daily. If I can share with you a little story about this one.
Please.
Today, I just met my new client, and his problem is exactly this. He's been on and off trying different personal trainers, different classes, different gyms. And we're talking about 15 years. Not fit, not ready. Just as a very beginner. Yeah. So I sat down with him. We had a long chat, and we have done maybe like 5 minutes of, I just wanted to see his strength for upper body, lower body, his flexibility a little bit, just like a little check. But I told him, we're going to meet, we're going to have a coffee, we're going to have a chat. He was very happy. He was very happy because he said it's not happened before. They jumped into exercises straight away. And I told him, I said, as the most important, I need to make him enjoy this training. And it's not easy to make someone enjoy when you struggle, when you sweat, you know, when your heart rate is up in the sky. Yeah. So my most important subject was with him that I want to make sure that you enjoy. I want to make sure that I don't give you too much, too little. And we're talking about, let's say, the first month and a half. I said, after a month and a half, we'll move on. But this is now, it's a crucial time that you will like it and you will stick to the workout. And this is why I'm here for, to help you with this first part of the journey.
MashaAllah. Well, long may it continue, your journey, and of course all the clients that you are helping. We had so much fun today with you, sir, and sharing your insights. We do appreciate you stopping by even for a short time to share the valuable insights you have shared with us. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, dear viewers, that concludes the interview with Mr. Sebestyen, a content creator and fitness coach. We do hope you enjoyed the interview, and now we move on to this report. Stay with us.